Hey, what's up, guys? Breaking news.
We've got breaking news here at Poker News. Once again, GGPoker has acquired a major asset in the world of poker, purchasing Nick Vertucci's shares of the popular stream Harasser Casino Live. After inappropriate messages surfaced between Nick Vertucci and a female player onto the show, as well as other female players who came forward and talked about their experiences with Vertucci, ultimately Harasser Casino Live decided to part ways, leading the way to GGPoker's buyout of Nick Vertucci's shares. When GGPoker buys something, normally it's not cheap, and we saw them buy the World Series of Poker for $500 million, so you can only imagine how well Nick Vertucci made out from the purchase. It's such a shame. Why do bad things happen to good people? No, wait, this is the other way around. A lot to break down here, but before we do that, let's have a moment of silence for Nick Vertucci. Gone, but not forgotten. Unfortunately.
When you hear before, I was snorting everything I get my hands on, you know? Couldn't look you in the eye. You're bringing the cleavage, huh? You're just like an angel. So no dicks have been sucked for buy-ins. My T level's high. We could have so much fun, but I'm a creep. Can I get a pregame preview so I can work it out of my system? I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? You have the best tits ever. I don't belong here. Respectfully, of course. I don't belong here.
This was not exactly a surprise to anyone in the industry. In fact, HCL's shares were being shopped around. There were several people in the mix, but ultimately it looked like GGPoker stepped forward to purchase this asset. Obviously, they're buying up a lot of assets in poker right now, so that it does make sense for them to do so. One has to imagine this is a devastating blow for Ryan Feldman, who is now teamed up with the largest poker company in the world, instead of a creepy guy getting a beard massage. We now turn to poker news for the full breakdown here. GGPoker's parent company buys Nick Vertucci's stake in Harasser Casino Live. The article goes on to talk about the fact Vertucci, who stepped down in October following sexual harassment claims, is now out and GGPoker is in. Ryan Feldman's role won't be changing all that much, with a quote from him saying, "It doesn't really impact my role, it just means that I'm doing more." Frankly, I've been thinking this for a long time. It's time for Feldman to step up and actually have some responsibilities. I mean, all he does right now is manage all of the game lineups and make sure that the show runs smoothly and do a lot of the camera action tracking, and also handle a lot of the business relationships and do the networking with the players, and also punt on high stakes poker. I mean, the guy's practically just taking it off. It'll be nice for him to wake up and have something to look forward to. The article goes on to state the stream will now be moving on to a new era away from Nick Vertucci. Certainly a good move to be making. It adds some legitimacy to our company. It kind of strengthens our company. We now have a major force in the industry behind us. It strengthens our global reach. Imagine losing your shares in a company and your partner saying, "We're just way stronger now. We're just so much stronger. We're legitimate now too. We're strong and legitimate. But we had great times with you, Nick." This quote says strengthens twice and major force. Powerful words. Anyway, poker fans will be excited by this last bit that it looks like now Negreanu is a little more likely to hop on and play the show, saying, "You rarely see me playing high stakes poker on streams anymore, but this is going to get me out of retirement and returning to the felt, playing on the most epic cash game stream poker has ever seen. I'm ready to battle." Wait, Negreanu is ready to battle at high stakes? I have a thing I forgot about. So a good video. There are some other questions about what's going on here. Now, for example, now that GGPoker owns half of this show, will they be able to have such aggressive people on the show, or will they be a little bit more strict with who ends up on there? I mean, the number of people that were scamming on that show ended up being pretty incredible. We had Ryusuke. If you've not seen this video, he basically disappeared with millions of dollars in debt. We had Mars, who was involved in a card marking scandal that drove Wesley into madness. And then, of course, we all had one hand that I think you might remember. The list goes on and on. I do have to say, I know personally from firsthand experience, when you're trying to run a good show, it's difficult to get everyone on there all the time, and be 100% legitimate. But the question is, how aggressive do you want to be? And how much does the show stand to lose if people on that show are perhaps participating in some shady dealings? Another question is, it seems like forces are even more aligning in the epic collision between WPT and WSOP, GG, whatever you want to call it. The two parties are now consolidating more and more of the total ecosystem for poker, and we're seeing this battle on the live felt, on the online felt. It's happening everywhere. And that's fitting because WSOP.com software in Nevada might be the only software in the world that's worse than Club WPT Gold's current software. Ironically, the only two sites I've played on in the last 5 years. I don't often play online poker, but when I do, I like to have no quality of life whatsoever. One of the most annoying things about playing live poker is that you can only play one table at a time. That's why I play on WPT Club Gold, because over there, you can also play only one table. Online. The technology is just not quite there yet. Anyway, I'm giving away $50,000 to anyone that signs up and deposits with code Doug, and I'm streaming every day at 8 a.m. Central Time US. I'll see you over there. Oh, and stop signing up with code Doug. I've had a bunch of these. It's code Doug. I mean, how much more simple can I make this? But back to talking about poker streams. You know, poker streams get more competitive every single year. We see more people enter the space with streams like the Venetian stream that Poker Go opened on the Strip. And by the way, I find this a little bit weird to me. Poker Go already has a production on the Strip at Aria, and now they open another one at Venetian. That is a little bit confusing, although of course they have things to differentiate them. And I know my good buddy Joey Ingram is over there at the Venetian. Shout out to you, boy. Hey, Pop Beat. Godspeed, sir. I'll be there if you need me. In fact, our stream Poker at the Lodge won a GPI award just a few weeks ago for Best Poker Stream. Not only did Poker at the Lodge win the best stream according to a fan vote, but also the hand of the year happened at Poker at the Lodge, where Juan Lu stacked Corvette Mike and got the kid to fold the best hand in one of the most insane poker hands I've ever seen. She got a worse hand to call and a better hand to fold. The actual definition of perfect play.
What is going on?
I fold.
Snap fold
Oh
from
my God!
ace high flush.
Whoa.
Although one does have to wonder what the kid was thinking when he folded this flush. Oof.
This is so fucked. Fucking crazy.
At least no one will hear about it other than, of course, it being, hand of the year. We're segmenting off into a bit of a tangent here, but I do want to say I find myself so torn on the Global Poker Awards because I know these awards mean a lot to a lot of people, and I am proud of what our team does at the Lodge. I have no doubt in my mind that our team is the best in the business, and I cannot believe how great our production is for the fact that we are a Texas poker room in a strip mall. It looks incredibly good from the production standpoint. The lineups that we get for being in a small city are awesome. We're not in a poker mecca capital. We're in a 2 million metro city that doesn't really have much poker infrastructure. Yet, despite all these limitations, we put out a show that is really enjoyable to watch and I'm extremely proud of. And so I want to say thank you to all of my team for everything that they do with this show. And even though I have my own issues with these awards because they did not treat me fairly over the years, I also want to give some recognition to the team for their success, and I'm proud of them. Oh yeah, we're talking about HCL, aren't we? I could wrap this video up talking about what could happen to HCL and what they can do, but I don't really know, and frankly, it's a waste of time. So I'm going to spend my last minute roasting Alan Kessler. Alan Kessler is, of course, famous for hating rake, winning this massive slot jackpot, and hating food that tastes good. He had this tweet the other day where Leisha Poker tweeted saying, "What's running through my mind? Wrong answers only." To which he responded, "If I bust, I have a date to play high limit slots with Chainsaw." For those of you that don't know, he's Chainsaw.
It's sexual harassment.
This tweet offers just a brief glimpse into the world for women in poker and might answer the age-old question, why don't more women play poker? No idea. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for tuning in today. Hit that subscribe button. And I'm streaming every day at 8 a.m. Central Time in the Code Doug Challenge. It's not going particularly well, but I'm going to hang in the pocket. I hope to see you there. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, lots of great streams coming up at Poker at the Lodge. Sunday at 2 p.m. We got a high stakes stream going. Airball is in town, and it should be a great one. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you soon.